A beam is a structural member which is supported at one or more points along its length. It mainly carries loads acting perpendicular to its length. If the load doesn't act perpendicular to the length of the beam, it may be resolved into two components. A component called the transverse load acting perpendicular to the length of the beam and a component acting parallel to the length of the beam. Beams may be divided into the following classes according to the method of support. The simple beam is supported at 2 points. The overhanging beam is supported at 2 points, but protects one or both supports. The cantilever beam is supported at one end only, but is rigidly held in position at that end. The propped cantilever beam is supported at 2 points and rigidly held in position at one of them. The fixed beam is supported at 2 points and rigidly held in position at both points. The continuous beam is supported at three or more points. The statically determinate multispan beam is a structure consisting of separate simple beams. Each intermediate one is pinned at both ends. A beam may be curved or bent if the supports are so arranged that the reactions at the support will be vertical for vertical loads. This may be accomplished by placing one hand on the fixed support and placing another on rollers which permit the beam sliding when it is subject to a change in temperature. If the supports are so arranged that horizontal movement is restricted as the structure deforms, the reaction will no longer be vertical and the structure will be an arch. From the point of view of calculation, beams are divided into two groups, statically determinate and statically indeterminate. When the reactions can be obtained from the equations of equilibrium alone, the beam is statically determinate, where the equations of equilibrium are not sufficient to determine the unknown reactions. The beam is said to be statically indeterminate. The continuous beam, for example, is the statically indeterminate one. There are two internal forces in a beam subjected to transverse loads, shear force and bending moment. The shear force is the internal transverse force necessary to maintain the beam in equilibrium. The bending moment is the internal force necessary to maintain rotational equilibrium. The structural elements acting as the beams in the building are beams and girders, supporting floor slabs, joists, rafters, purlins, lintels. They may be constructed of wood, steel, or reinforced concrete.